Swiftlane provides face recognition, access to buildings, as well as video intercom systems for apartment and commercial buildings. So Swiftlane is a tech startup based out of San Francisco, and as we've been part of Hexnode from the very beginning. As we started looking into how we can scale both our internal equipment monitoring as well as our IoT fleet of devices, we wanted to invest and research the best MDM solution that exists out there that could support both those use cases. Because our requirements involve managing thousands of devices remotely from a centralized location, from a centralized dashboard, along with the ability to use an API for connecting the MDM into our internal tools. Over the last 5 years, we've grown to thousands of devices with Hexnode. What struck to me about Hexnode is it was a very detailed and comprehensive product and very easy to get started. I also noticed that it had support for a very large number of operating systems and devices. We did a lot of due diligence as part of our evaluation for MDM solutions. We wanted it to be something that will scale in terms of pricing, not just for the initial few devices, but for our requirement for thousands of devices over time. We also needed something that will have pretty comprehensive ability to lock devices down, run single app mode, multi-app modes, be able to remotely monitor our video footage of the device's screen from anywhere, and remotely monitor and debug devices as well. Security was also very important for us. We needed to make sure that we understand all the various levers that exist to limit or restrict apps, as well as certain features that are available on a device based on the use case. What I found is Hexnode has done a great job documenting their entire product online. It made it really easy to quickly understand every nitty-gritty of the product features that we need without having to rely on very prolonged conversations about it or having trouble identifying all those features. Not only that, once we started piloting Hexnode with a few devices, the product just is very simple to use. It seems to be designed for ease of use for even non-technical users, so that they can easily manage all these devices without getting bottlenecked by a lot of technical details. It's quite intuitive. Often we did hit bottlenecks in understanding how to achieve certain outcomes, but the support has been quite responsive. I've never had issues with support, which is a big testament over a very large fleet and long period of using Hexnode. There's an initial ramp-up curve to understand the MDM process itself, but after you go through that process, it's been fairly automated. What I like about it is as soon as we purchase new set of devices, it can auto-enroll all of them with a profile preloaded on them through the right channels. This way, there is minimal work to enroll a new device into the system. It's pretty much on autopilot. This makes it really easy for my operations team, which is not into the weeds of technical details, to manage and utilize these devices quickly without spending a ton of time. And time is really the most valuable resource that we're trying to protect.
From support and engineering, so engineering will push the software updates, and then if there's any troubleshooting issues, then we can use remote view, which is great by seeing exactly what the customer is seeing, because sometimes they'll say, oh, this is happening, but it's not truly happening, or you're not understanding exactly what. With a remote view, you're able to see exactly what's on the screen and see what's going on at the front of the device with the camera. And then as far as troubleshooting goes on the support side, we also use it to force updates if updates are not being sent, and then as well as like Kiosk, removing in and out of Kiosk mode to push any updates as well, and just managing the device remotely.